Asa Hutchinson started his career in a double-wide trailer and ended up in the Arkansas governor's mansion. Now, the longshot contender is trying to beat out a crowd of far richer politicos to reach the White House. Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me now is my colleague, Forbes reporter Kyle Mullins. Thanks so much for coming on, Kyle.
Happy to be here, Brittany.
As you know, Forbes is tracking down the net worths of all 2024 hopefuls, and you tracked down Asa Hutchinson, the former governor of Arkansas. First, for those who might not be as familiar with him, tell us a little bit about Asa Hutchinson.
Yeah. Well, you already named his biggest, his headline accomplishment. He was the former governor of Arkansas from 2015 to 2023. And so he was a sort of a rock-ribbed conservative, sort of a classic George W. Bush style conservative in a lot of ways. Pro-life, cut taxes, smaller government, that kind of thing. But before that, you can go way back. He started out as a country lawyer, and then eventually he got his big break was he was appointed to be the U.S. attorney for the Western District of Arkansas by Ronald Reagan at age 31, when he was the youngest district attorney or U.S. attorney anywhere in the country at the time. And so he made some national headlines there. He mixed it up with in a hostage situation with a white supremacist group that lived in the Arkansas mountains. Made some national headlines for kind of peacefully negotiating the end of that. And about a decade later, ended up running for Congress. He ran for his brother's congressional seat because his brother ran for Senate. And when he arrived in Congress, immediately was thrown into the thick of things because another Arkansas politician, then President Bill Clinton, was being impeached, and he was one of the managers for the impeachment trial because he was a lawyer. So after that, did a couple years in Congress, was in the Bush administration at the head of the Department of Homeland Security, which was just created after 9/11, and then that's his political career right there.
And let's talk about a full circle moment of his political career. Where did he announce that presidential run? Because that has some significance.
Absolutely. Yeah, he announced his presidential run on the steps of the courthouse in Bentonville, Arkansas. And that is, he grew up just outside of Bentonville. He had announced his some previous runs for office from Bentonville, Arkansas. His first law office was across the street from the courthouse, that kind of thing. And so I think for him, that was a symbolic choice. He chose to announce there because, at every step of his career, he had been he'd been starting there as well.
So
and it worked out for him so far.
Yes, it has worked out for him so far. The polling right now, it's not looking so good. But let's get to the numbers first. Different types of numbers. His net worth. How much is Asa Hutchinson worth?
We're estimating that he's worth just about $1.5 million, which puts him at, I think, the lower end of the 2024 field. Like most Americans his age, most of his net worth is tied up in his house. He owns a $1.2 million house with about $300,000 of debt on it. It's a very nice house in a country club neighborhood in Arkansas. But aside from that, he's also got a couple $100,000 worth of pensions from his federal service as a congressman and in the Department of Homeland Security, and then also as a governor. He got a pretty generous pension for being governor. And then lastly, he's got some just kind of a somewhat random assortment of investments, everything from like a coffee business to like a share of a coffee business to like some stocks in Norwegian Cruise Line. It's a very interesting collection of investments.